Just want to make sure everybody can hear me. I currently can't see my chat, so I'm gonna pull it up somewhere else. We're streaming live on 3 platforms, so I'm not really watching chat on a couple of them. Twitch, I'm not watching chat there. I'm watching chat on YouTube, but everywhere else I'm not really paying attention. So if you're here, you have something in the chat on Twitch or YouTube, I'm sorry about that, but I'm just not focused on that at the moment. So what do I want to do today? I'm mixing a song called Disconnect. Recorded it a few weeks back and started mixing on it in the last session. And in that last session, I just got to a point to where I was kind of ready. I felt like the vocals were ready. I didn't want to do too much. Just wanted to get it set, and then I wanted to keep it pushing. So as you can see, I'm going to start working on the instruments here. I might fine tune some vocals as I'm going through. Something might be a little bit too hot, maybe a little too cold, and I'll make some adjustments there based off of the feeling, based off the vibe, and then I'll go from there. I'm just trying to end some tasks that I have in the background here, though, making sure I don't have any programs that I don't want open. I think we're good with that. So CPU usage is looking healthy. If you are listening and for some reason you hear something that's off or weird, and you're in YouTube chat, just let me know, and I'll keep going with this. I want to make sure that if you want to hear some of my music, I'll put that link in the description in the chat. Hold on. URL.it. What's the last one? I changed the link up, so it's going to be a little bit different than normal. Send that. And then I'm going to make sure that is pinned to the top. Cool. Outside of that, let's go ahead and dive into it. I think the first thing I want to do is kind of preview a little bit of it. And then the first thing I actually want to work on is the kick. It's a combined kick and sub, so it has both elements of the kind of punchiness of the kick, and it also has the subbiness of a bass. And so I want to balance those two, and so I've kind of separated them here, so we can we can talk about it. Let's go. Volume's not going to be too high. I'm actually going to try to make it lower than my voice, and then I can turn it up in my monitor if I need to. It's a little higher than normally that I mix, but okay. Here we go. How you think it feels that I can't smile a lot? I'm not depressed, but I turned down all the volume on emotions due to stress. For the ones that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less. And they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. Hold on just a second. I think this is a little clicky for me, so I'm going to turn down the sample rate just a little bit. Can I turn it down to... All right, so I think I can take the click out. Let's go here. Think it feels that I can't smile a lot. I'm not depressed, but I turned down all the volume on emotions due to stress. For the ones that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less. And they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to find the fuck to give. When the people around me tripping and my grades start to dip, damn. I finally know why Jay said, can I live? At an early age they passing and I'm asking, can I hit? Cause something gotta ease my mind right. And I don't have the tools for me to redefine life. I just sat up in my room trying to... Okay, so here's what I'm hearing, and this is what I've done so far. I've taken the sub bass and I duplicated it into 2 tracks. I'm only gonna be here for a few moments, right? I'm gonna get off here about 3:45 Pacific time, by the way. So I took the 2 bass tracks and I wanted to emphasize more of the sub in one and emphasize the kick in the other. So I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this kick and I'm going to call this one sub. So I have some distinction between the two. I don't know if I want to blend them yet, but normally our kicks are usually like kind of in the middle, kind of alongside the vocals, but because there's different frequencies, they don't overlap, right? So let's look at this EQ here. Little lesson, little EQ lessons with TJ. Anyway, hopefully you can see this little this window well. So here on the EQ spectrum, and these EQs are the same for both of these tracks, so they're going to end up different. This end is my low sub end, and it's about 20 hertz to about I would say 80, not close. 100 hertz is about the area for kick. So what I want to do is emphasize that 100 hertz. I can make this kind of wide, but I just want to listen for how it sounds. I might isolate it with just the vocals. So let's see if I mute most of the tracks. Keep the keys, and then keep that kick. Let's focus on that. And then this range here is mostly where the sub lives, or the kicks live, the sub and the kicks. And then this range over here is mostly where the vocals live. So they're in 2 separate places. That's why I can put them down the center and not have them like kind of conflicting. There are some bass notes in my voice itself. And if you have a bassful voice like Icarus Gray, who's in the chat, then you wanna make sure that you don't bury those elements, because people tend to like that bassful part of the voice. So let's listen really quick. How you think it feels that I can't smile a lot? I'm not depressed, but I turned down all the volume on emotions due to stress. Since this is a kick, I want to get rid of the high frequency. And they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do. So I'm going to use a high pass filter here. So I'm going to turn this high pass filter on. I'm going to make it pretty steep as far as the curve is concerned. And I'm going to bring it in so I can get rid of that subbiness out of that kick. And if you listen to it, how you think it feels that I can't smile a lot? I'm not way more punchy, but I turned down all the volume on emotions due to stress. For the ones that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less. I kind of want the kick that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to find the sweet spot. When the people around me tripping and my grades start to dip. I can take some mids and put them in there and see how you think it feels that I can't smile a lot. I'm not depressed, but I turned down all the volume on emotions due to stress. For the ones that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less. And they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to find the fuck. I don't want to give it too much because both of these are going to be layered together, and so therefore it's going to, like, the volume's going to increase as I add some in there. I just want to emphasize a little bit, so I might actually cut from the other one. So that they're not overwhelming one another. So like I'm gonna take the sub bass and I'm gonna actually like bring it down, since all you need to do is feel that. You don't really need to hear that. But we're not there yet. So let's listen to this kick and see if I can dial it in. How you think it feels that I can't smile a lot? I'm not depressed, but I turned down all the volume on emotions due to stress. For the ones that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less. And they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to find the fuck to give. When the people around me tripping and my grades start to dip, damn.
I finally know why Jay said, can I live? At an early age, they passing, and I'm asking, can I hit?
Sorry if
Cause
that's hurting
something gotta ease my mind right, and I don't have the tools for me to redefine life. I just sat up in my room trying to get these lines right, like before the curtains lift and the stage turns bright. Yikes, I imagine doing shows just to save my life, and I thought that loving hoes would erase my strife. Riding around with big wheels, fishing for the price. Try to rearrange the colors, make my lights bright. What it's like if I just
Okay. So I think I got it dialed in. It's a little hot.
How you think it feels
I
that
can
I can't
always
smile
turn
a
down
lot?
that. I can always turn down that output just a bit. But before I kind of start turning things down, I want to see what it feels like with the sub, and go ahead and take out some elements in this sub. So I'm gonna put on a low pass filter, and that's gonna take out all of the high end stuff out of this sub. I really only want the low end, so since I'm keeping mostly all the low end, I should be able to filter most of that out. So let's see if we can listen to it.
How you think it feels that I can't smile a lot? I'm not depressed, but I turned down all the volume on emotions.
I think you get the point
for
here,
the ones
right?
that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less. And they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to find the fuck to give. When the people
should be
around
able
me
to feel
tripping and
that
my grades
bass, but
start to
not
dip.
really
Damn.
like
I finally know why Jay said, can I
auditorily
live? At an early age they passing, and I'm asking, can I hit? Cause something gotta ease my mind right, and I don't have the tools for me to redefine life. I just sat up in my room trying to get these lines right, like before the curtains lift and the stage turns bright. Yikes, I imagine doing shows just to save my life, and I thought that loving hoes would erase my strife. Riding around with big wheels, fishing for the price. Try to rearrange the colors, make my lights bright. What it's like if I just disconnect.
And then I just moved it in the headphones in the stereo space about 84. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be good enough. And then let's see what they sound like together and see what volume I need to adjust based off of that. I could send both of these to a bus, so I can listen to the kick and just call it a kick bus and then process that kick bus. But I think I want to process both of these sounds separately, so it's a little bit easier to deal with. So let's see.
How you think it feels that I can't smile a lot? I'm not depressed, but I turned down all the volume on emotions due to stress. For the ones that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less.
Yeah,
and they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to find the fuck to give. When the people around me tripping and my grades start to dip, damn. I finally know why Jay said, can I live? At an early age they passing, and I'm asking, can I hit? Cause something gotta ease my mind right, and I don't have the tools for me to redefine life.
I want to zoom in here for just a second, see if I'm missing a little bit, because when I come back in with the bass, it doesn't hit as hard as I want to. So I'm trying to see if it's like out of line or something like that. It's not too bad. But what I can do is like, all right, so whenever I cut things out, sometimes I leave a little overhang, and this is the overhang coming back into the vert, or back into the lyrics after the bass cuts out. And so I'm gonna take this overhang and I'm gonna actually just like leave it there. That way you feel some of the bass coming back in as I'm speaking again. So let's listen to that.
Start to dip, damn. I finally know why Jay said, can I live? At an early age they passing, and I'm asking, can I hit? Cause something gotta ease my mind right.
That's the energy you need. You need like, all right, so if you're gonna take a break, right, in the instrumental, so you can have some emphasis in the vocals, you need to have it come back with some impact, and that's what I just did there. It didn't have that impact in the same way. When I listen to these two things blended, they sound great though. I just want to keep
You think it
kind
feels
of
that I can't
analyzing
smile a lot.
the volume.
I'm not depressed, but I turned down
This
all
is
the
a little
volume
hot.
on
The kick is a
emotions
little
due
hot.
to stress. For the ones that disappoint me, hoping they would do it less. And they know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my
I can
best. I'm
dial
trying
back
to cope,
on
I'm
that.
trying to live, I'm trying to find the fuck to give. When the people around me tripping and my grades start to dip, damn. I finally know why Jay said, can I live? At an early age they passing and I'm
much.
asking, can I hit? Cause something gotta ease my mind.
And then I can dial back
and
on
I
the
don't have
output.
the tools for me to redefine life. I just sat up in my room trying to get these lines right, like before the curtains lift and the stage turns
Because I can always
bright.
emphasize
Yikes.
that when I
imagine
master.
doing shows just to save my life. And I thought that loving hoes would erase my strife. Riding around with big wheels, fishing for the price. Try to rearrange the colors, make my lights bright. What it's like if I just disconnect. Yeah.
I'm going to turn this up just a little bit so I can feel it.
Wonder
a little
what
bit
it's
better.
like if I just disrespect. Yeah. Yeah. All the folks that see me didn't just overstep. Yeah.
How's our volume?
Yeah. I'll just burn the bridge until there's nothing left. Yeah. 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 Am I being weak if I just cry a little? What a riddle. If I left it up to y'all, my openness would make me fickle. And I'm tickled at the fact to keep my sanity intact. I gotta hide it from you folks that just can't recognize your lack. It's like real life, it's just a cap. And I'm hoping that your thirst for attention can find a tap. Just so you know what's inside can make you whole. If I didn't have this confidence inside, then I would fold. Pray to God to make me bold, and now I'm wishing not. The price of knowing who you are is that they wish you drop. And I just exercise this discipline, rejected, taking Ritalin, and hold on to the goal until my everyday is different. I can't wallow in this ignorance. Recognize that I'm not innocent. I kill myself for your benefit. Too tired to keep shining, disconnect me like some filament. What it's like if I just disconnect. Yeah.
I'm checking Facebook for comments.
Wonder what it's like if I just disrespect.
What's up, Angie?
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
All the folks that see me didn't just overstep. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're just getting here, give this a like so the algorithm can favor us. Just checking in really quick. I'm only going to be here for about 15 more minutes. Then I have another appointment. But let me know how you feel about this. Also, just letting you know, working on Disconnect, the mix for that. We just spent some time working on the kick and the sub, just kind of balancing out those sounds, those frequencies, so we can get some body here. I wanted to separate the kick into the kind of higher frequencies. I say higher, but I wanted the kick to have some punchiness. I wanted the sub to have some subbiness, some bass, some really like some deep rumble. And so I did that. What I did was separated out the two. I duplicated the kick, and then I processed both of those differently. And so now at this point, I actually feel like I have a lot of control on the sub. So I don't know that I really want to control it with some compression. So I'm gonna listen really quick to the sub and the kick without any vocals, and just watch my my master meter to see if it's like peaking out. It's getting close though. I'm gonna see if I can find another tool so you can see it better. Is this the meter I'm looking for? These are not the droids you're looking for. The true peak is about -2. There it is. It's like just about -2, -1. So I need a little bit more headroom there. I need like 2 dB of headroom. So I'm gonna shave some off not from the actual kick itself, but from the sub. Goosh. This is a hard decision because I just shaved off like 3 dB off the kick itself. And I like the feeling of them both together, but I don't like the fact that they're competing for space in the mix. Although they're driving most of the mix, but I don't want them to fight each other. So I'm gonna open up this default compressor, and I am going to look for. I'm actually gonna find the kick thump compression. And there's something that I wanted to like discover while I was looking this up. Let me see if I can get a Google search going. Thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. Yeah, this beat I'm really liking it. So what I was wanting to search while I'm messing around with a compressor, I wanted to know more about the knee. I don't know much about the knee. I always adjust it and just feel for what I like. So what is the knee in compression? And if anybody is like watching and they know what the knee is, you can tell me in the chat or in YouTube chat specifically. Yeah. The knee refers to how the compressor transitions between the non-compressed and the compressed states of the audio signal running for it. Typically, compressors offer so between the soft knee and the hard knee. I'm going to show you this on the screen, by the way. Soft knee, hard knee. Okay. So here's a hard knee. It's more of an angular situation. The soft knee is more curved. That makes sense. It looks like it's acting on the compressed parts and the not compressed parts. So whenever the compressor whenever something passes this threshold, it's either kind of very smooth or very gradual in its compression. For this, I want it to be very smooth, so I will make it a soft knee. See me learning on the fly? So I'm going to soften this knee because we have, even though we have a kick, I'm compressing the sub, which is a very kind of curvy sort of, it doesn't have a lot of attack. And what I mean by attack is whenever the sub goes, whenever it hits, its sound wave is very long. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. So if you're looking at the sound wave of a kick or a sub specifically, it is very kind of long and rolled off. But if you look here, this little peak right here is the actual like punchy part of the kick. So what I've done is gotten rid of the punchy part of the kick. So this wave no longer actually looks like this. And if I process this whole entire chain, it would actually look different than what it looks like right now. These little spikes would go away. And so what I'm doing is I'm acting on this kind of long, elongated sound. And I don't want to act on it like so quick. So I want a longer release. My ratio is 5. That's kind of high. That's a lot of compression. My knee is soft, so I up this to 16 dB. The attack I can actually bring up because the attack is like these peaks, right? Because it attacks really quickly. So if it's like a heartbeat, right? That's a high attack on something that you're looking at. I'm trying to see where my Facebook live stream is. Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, there it is. Okay. Anyway, let's take a listen at this compression. Make sure it's not compressing too much. Yeah. In Ableton has many presets, play around with, seldom use their presets, dozen different third-party compressor plugins, have nothing to add to neat combo. Oh, okay. Yeah, so my perception is, yes, it is up to the individual ear. You want to focus on the vibe and not the technicality of all of this. So I'm just doing this. I'm gonna bring this gain down because I don't want to add more gain. And this threshold might have to go up. It just depends. Oh, so that's really squashed. If you can see here, the regular input is pretty close to -6, and now it's squashing it all the way down to -12. And I can't even feel this anymore. But I'm gonna reduce this threshold, see if I can bring it back up. And then I'm gonna stay on for about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna close out. Okay, I can feel it right there. Let's look at it on the master. See where the meter is now. I did not put a VU meter on here. That's the meter I'm looking for. There you go. These are the droids you're looking for. Still -2. Still about the same. So I didn't really do much to it. Let's see if I can compress it just a little bit more. Still want to feel it. Don't want to take away from it. The ratio might be too high for this. Like it's just, it's just too much compression. But it looks like we're compressing. It's acting on it. I feel like that's a good balance. Let's reset this thing. I feel like it's a little too punchy right now. I'm gonna take this kick and I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I want it to be a bit punchy, but not so punchy that it's like, I don't want it to kind of kick your ears. I want it to kind of push on you a little bit. You want to I just want to give you a little bit of pressure, but not really like slap you against the head. Again, it's about the feel, it's about the vibe. See if you can get that right. Ooh, that feels good. That actually feels great. Let's
know that I'm a kid and I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to find the fuck to give. When the people around me tripping and my grades start to dip, damn. I finally know why Jay said, can I live? At an early age they passing and I'm asking, can I hit? Cause something gotta ease my mind right. And I don't have the tools for me to redefine life. I just sat up in my room trying to get these lines right. Like before the curtains lift and the stage turns bright, yikes. I imagine doing shows just to save my life. And I thought that loving hoes would erase my strife. Riding around with big wheels, fishing for the price. Try to rearrange the colors, make my lights bright. Wonder what it's like if I just disconnect. Yeah. Wonder what it's like if I just disrespect. Yeah. All the folks that see me didn't just overstep.
Kind of underwater vibe. I don't know how much of what I want.
I'll just burn the bridge until there's nothing left. Yeah. Am I being weak if I just cry a little? What a riddle. If I left it up to y'all, my openness would make me fickle. And I'm tickled at the fact to keep my sanity intact. I gotta hide it from you folks that just can't recognize your lack. It's like real life, it's just a cap.
I'm gonna have to listen to that out loud, but it's about time for us to kind of get out of here. I appreciate everybody watching, being along with me. If you know somebody that could get something out of the replay, be sure to send it to them. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here and go on to my next appointment. But I appreciate everybody checking this out. Be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to share it and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on, and I appreciate it. Till next time, it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ. Peace.